Bram and the Big Gray Cloud. Once upon a time, in a forest of emerald green, lived a small bird named Bram. Bram had soft feathers and a very sleepy heart. While the sun was high, he loved to swing on the thinnest branches and sing songs to the wind. "Why work today?" he would chirp, "when the sun is so warm and the air is so sweet." Nearby, Marlowe the woodpecker was very busy. Marlowe did not spend his time singing to the wind. Instead, he spent his morning tapping on the sturdy oak trees. Tap, tap, tap. Marlowe was searching for crunchy seeds and dried berries to save for later. He knew that the sunny days would not last forever. Bram flew down to Marlowe's tree. "Stop all that tapping, Marlowe." Bram laughed, fluttering his wings. "Come and see how high I can fly. The sky is blue and the meadows are full of flowers. There is plenty of time to find food later." Marlowe shook his head and kept working. "The clouds are coming, Bram," Marlowe said. "It is better to be ready now." But Bram did not listen. He spent the whole afternoon chasing butterflies and napping in the tall grass. He saw a tiny gray cloud peek over the hills, but he just tucked his head under his wing. "It's just one little cloud," Bram whispered to himself. "I will gather my seeds tomorrow when the sun comes back." Suddenly, the wind began to whistle through the trees. The sky turned from bright blue to a heavy, dark gray. Whoosh! The first cold drops of rain began to fall. Bram woke up with a start. His feathers grew damp, and his tummy gave a loud, empty rumble. He looked around, but all the berries were hidden by the storm. The rain turned into a great, splashing storm. Bram tried to find a place to hide, but he had not built a sturdy nest. He found a large, floppy leaf and huddled underneath it. He was very cold, very wet, and very, very hungry. He thought about the seeds he should have gathered when the sun was shining. Through the curtain of rain, Bram could see Marlowe's home in the old oak tree. Inside a deep, dry hollow, Marlowe was safe and warm. He had a soft bed of moss and a big pile of seeds to eat. Marlowe didn't have to worry about the wind or the rain because he had done his hard work while the sun was out. The storm lasted all through the night. When the sun finally rose the next morning, the forest was sparkling with puddles. Bram crawled out from under his leaf. He felt very weak. "Oh dear," he sighed, looking at his empty wings. "I was so busy being lazy that I forgot how to take care of myself." Marlowe flew down from his warm hollow and landed next to Bram. He saw how hungry the little bird looked. Marlowe kindly shared a few of his golden seeds. "Eat these, Bram," Marlowe said gently. "But remember, next time the sun shines, use your wings for more than just playing. Hard work today makes life easy tomorrow." Bram ate the seeds and felt much better. He looked at the bright sun and did not go back to sleep. Instead, he started to pick up small twigs and search for the sweetest berries to save. Bram was still a happy bird who loved to sing, but now he was a hard-working bird too. He knew that being ready was the best feeling of all.